Hi, my name is Miguel Munoz.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn Favela.
Hi, my name is John Tebbets. I go by JD, and this is our Lionizing Project.
I chose to research the constellation Columba, which represents the dove. The dove is most associated with the story of Noah's Ark from the Christian Bible. According to scripture, humanity was once wiped out by a massive flood. Noah and his family were spared. Noah was instructed to build a massive ark and collect 2 of every animal species so that he and his family could repopulate the earth. After the rains passed, the earth was flooded. Noah sent a dove out from his ark one day to survey the land. The dove eventually returned to Noah with an olive branch in its beak. Noah took this as a sign that the waters on earth were beginning to recede, and that soon he and his animals would be able to repopulate the earth. Other interpretations connect Columba to the constellations that make up Argo Navis. Argo Navis represents the famous Greek vessel, the Argo, that was sailed by Jason and the Argonauts. Jason was a Greek hero. He was a prince on a journey to collect the Golden Fleece so that he may claim his birthright to rule over his city. Once when the Argonauts were sailing together, they came across a set of rocks. There was a passage between these rocks, but nothing could move through it. If the rocks sensed something attempting to move through that passage, they would magically crash together. Jason had the idea to send a dove out ahead of the Argo. The Argonauts observed that the dove was able to move through the rocks quickly enough to avoid being crushed. Afterwards, the Argonauts followed the dove's example and rowed fast enough to move through the passage and avoid being crushed.
I did the Phoenix constellation. The Phoenix constellation is a constellation of stars that represent the mythical bird, the phoenix. This is a bird that has been observed in many cultures, including the Chinese and Egyptian, most specifically. The phoenix in Egyptian culture and mythology would burn itself and resurrect itself from ashes, similar to their sun god Ra. It symbolized rebirth and an afterlife. So just like Ra would pass through the sun or the sky each day, so too the phoenix also died at the end of the day and was reborn in the morning, similar to their sun god Ra. Additionally, the phoenix was known as the Hao Nile, or the firebird in Chinese mythology, where it also had resurrecting properties. It was known to be sighted when people were supposedly reborn, whether in different bodies. This has also been a constellation featured in many mythologies, including Harry Potter and the Marvel Universe. Um, and that's the Phoenix constellation.
Arya described a burning altar and was used in ancient times to make sacrifice to God upon. They were associated with Lupus the wolf as the altar. The Cementrals is sacrificing Lupus. Lupus and Arya once shared boundaries but have since been divided by the placement of normal level. Between them, Arya is located in the south of the sting of Scorpius, even though the brightest star in the constellation is Bretta. Most stars around the 34th mag of symmetrical constellation is easily seen in the motley dark skies, which makes Arya my constellation. Corona Australis is a small constellation that lies around the south of the teapot of Sagittarius. The Archer, even though it seems quite small but not worthy, it includes the 48 Asian constellation listed by Ptolemy. It was not considered a crown but worth. They were wearing these items in those times. Their laurel, meaning ideal worth, wearing centralized dots of ornate from pre-Babylonian times, which with a kind of century out horses that were drone form with rays and sunlight flaming out behind their head and crown. Some classic poets thought the stars of the graceful curve to the marks of birch of arrows held by the archer.